Welcome back, Bay fans. Today we are filming my first actual tournament video ran by the lovely people up in Norfolk Bladers. I've been blading with them for quite a while now. It's an awesome community. I've just got to wait for the train now, and then once I'm up there, the normal video will get underway. Once arriving in Norwich, where this event will be held, I walk quite a distance into the city, the event being held at Athena Games, and then we will finally get underway. For my first round, I use my Scorpio Spear, and they use an attack type Phoenix Wing combo on Rush, and I believe a 960, and as you can see, it gets extreme finished really quickly. What a massive disappointment. I am now down by 3 points, and I need to make a good comeback if I want to get back in this game. For the next match, it is Meteor Dragoon versus a Keel Shark on Gear Flat, and I believe a 170 Ratchet. Me and my opponent get our launches ready, and we are off. Massive attack power, explosive hits, but my Meteor Dragoon gets pocketed, making it 5-0, and I lose. For the next match, it is my Scorpio Spear versus a Golem Rock. Both are very good at knockback and very defensive build. Golem Rock gets a massive amount of speed in the extreme dashes, but due to my Scorpio Spear's weight, it is able to tank those hits and resulting in a stamina match. Golem Rock is circling my Scorpio Spear over and over and over and over. It is going to be a really long one. I may need to speed this up in the editing process. And just like that, I get my first point with a spin finish by my amazing Scorpio Spear 960 Hexa combo. Next up is the matchup I've not been looking forward to, Meteor Dragoon Hexa versus Wizard Rod Hexa versus Meteor Dragoon. For some reason, my Meteor Dragoon over-accelerates, jumping all around the stadium and draining its own stamina, while Wizard Rod just sits in the middle comfortably. As you can see, my Meteor Dragoon cannot keep up. I believe it attempts to do some spin stealing, but I've already lost so much stamina. I'm about to go over, it's drawing itself out, and I go down to a spin finish. For this next matchup, it's a Shark Scale versus my Phoenix Wing. Both can land super heavy attacks, and mine is more centered on balance, while my opponent's was all about attack on a low rush and a 450. I get hit onto the rail, and I just get launched out of the stadium, not even into the pocket, out of the stadium, and I'm now down 2 points due to the knockout finish. Now that we have both used our 3 base, it is time to reshuffle. I choose not to, and it is now a Hexa versus Hexa match. Wizard Rod versus Scorpio Spear. It's going to be another long one. Both are off. For some reason, the camera loses focus. But as you can see, both bases are circling the arena, and I'm going to have to speed this up. I am so sorry. After an intense struggle, my Scorpio Spear goes down to a spin finish, and I lose my second game. Next up, however, I'm actually against one of the hosts. He's using a Cobalt Dragoon with the black paint, and I am using Scorpio Spear first as always. We line up our launches, and they are off. His Cobalt Dragoon fires around at super high speed, while my Scorpio Spear tanks all the attacks and is stalled at the top of the arena between the shoot-off points. But as you can see, my Scorpio Spear is just tanking every hit after hit. It is not losing that much stamina, while his Cobalt Dragoon unfortunately is, and it goes down to a spin finish. After that first game, I switch over to my blue left string launcher. It is now Meteor Dragoon versus a Blast Pegasus on level. This is going to be an interesting one due to the BX versus CX we line up our launchers, and we're off. I go for a tilted launch to hopefully save off some stamina, which actually works really well. Both are going back and forth, trying to stop each other from riding the rail, which actually works in Meteor Dragoon's favor due to how it can lose a lot of stamina if it over accelerates too much. But both bays now hunkered down in the middle of the stadium, and my Meteor Dragoon just feeds on the Pegasus's spin power, and another spin finish to me. As you can hear, I'm gloating about being the Dragoon Master. It's now a Phoenix versus a Phoenix battle. One on rush, one on kick, and I believe both on a 9s. Mine's on 360. I believe my opponent's was on a 160 actually. We line up our launches, and there we go. Both are off. I'm actually able to counterattack really well, and I'm able to stall my bay a little bit longer due to the kick bit being a balanced type. Both bays are going back and forth. I knock his all the way around, and another spin finish. With the reshuffle underway, as you can already tell, I'm using my Scorpio Spear again versus the Blast Pegasus. I know I said Pegasus Blast earlier. No, I didn't actually, my bad. We are both off. Pegasus is around the rail, does a little extreme dash. My Scorpio goes over the rail, loses a bit of control, but the Blast Pegasus KO itself, and I get 2 points, making the score 5-0 in my favor. For this next match, we have a Scorpio Spear versus another Shark Scale. This time it's on 170 low rush, I believe. I do a quick check to see if my bay's on properly. We launch up, and there we go. Shark Scale does some crazy acceleration, and my Scorpio Spear gets knocked out into the knockout zone. I hand my opponent his bay back. I am now down 2 points. For this next match, I know you can't see it that well, but it's another Wizard Rod on Hexa versus Meteor Dragoon. We get into our launch positions, and we are off. Meteor Dragoon, nearly gets the early KO, but Wizard Rod saves itself with the 160 ratchet. We are both trying to dominate for the center to save stamina. Back and forth, big clash after big clash. It is looking really close. I believe Meteor Dragoon is attempting to spin steal, but it doesn't. Wizard Rod rotates slightly more, and I am now down 3 points to 0. For this next match, we have Silver Wolf versus my Phoenix Wing. I believe my opponent, Silver Wolf, is on free ball, but I, for some reason, tilt my launcher too much. I go into the pocket, which kills my stamina, and I know that it's already going to be a spin finish, but I still want to commentate anyway because it's all for the entertainment purposes, obviously, and the sake of the game. My Phoenix Wing flips itself over chocolate chip pancake style, and I go down. For this first match, it's Scorpio Spear versus Scorpio Spear, both on 960. I use Hexa, but my opponent uses Ball. But as you can see, his is moving a lot more, but I extreme finish myself because of how I got hit into the rail. I'm down 3 points. Damn it. For this next match is Meteor Dragoon versus another Wizard Rod, this time on Underneedle, but I believe M85. I've never seen it on Underneedle before, or that ratchet, so it's going to be interesting. Both are trying to dominate for the center. I get in with a good extreme dash, but Wizard Rod is able to counterattack, and it is now the waiting game. My Meteor Dragoon attempts to spin steal, but I've lost too much stamina and I go down. Currently, I am at 1 victory and I've lost every game so far. Hopefully my next game goes differently. For this match, I decided to lead with Meteor Dragoon, and it is going against a Phoenix Wing 160 on Wedge. I've never actually seen Phoenix Wing on Wedge before. I get in a clean Dragonic Break Extreme Dash, and now it's just a clash in the middle. I get in behind Phoenix, and I just uppercut it, making it off balance, and now it's just the waiting game. Meteor Dragoon spins more and more, absorbing more hits, and his Phoenix Wing goes down to a spin finish. For this next match, it is Scorpio Spear versus another Wizard Rod, but this one is on Ball, actually, as instead of Hexa. Finally, Wizard Rod back on Ball. It's been a while since I've seen one of these, but it is very back and forth like always due to it being a battle of endurance and stamina. Scorpio Spear is able to make Wizard Rod move just around and around and around. But as you can see, there's a massive weight difference. Both are clashing heavy, trying to gain the middle, but Scorpio Spear goes down again. For this next game, it is a Nightmare on Rush versus my Phoenix Wing. I do a little bit of a reverse extreme dash. I do a massive counter hit off the rail. We are now clashing in the middle. Due to the balls inside, Nightmare is able to easily regain stability. It's a bay that I actually used to use quite a bit. I get the spin finish and on to the next game.
I've not cracked it, have I? Oh, I would have felt bad. I was so upset. I'd lend you mine.
For this next match, it is Phoenix Wing on Wedge versus my Scorpio Spear Hexa. We get our launches ready and we're off. I go round and there you go. I self-extreme finish. I have lost. That was the final game. And now we're going to move on to my stats and how well I done overall. On to the stats. Overall, I only gained 6 points in the Swiss format. Clearly, I did not make the top 8. It would be impossible to make top 8 in this situation, and this is how many points I lost by overall. And I am now going to show the leaderboard for this tournament and where I came. For this tournament on the leaderboard, I have placed... There's no other way to say it. I am at the bottom of the leaderboard. I got 32. I got placed 32 out of 32 people. I done so bad. It is actually funny. The people on this scoreboard, I went against people that got the 20th, the 25th, the 31st, and I'm at the bottom. Today was not my day. So, well, at least I can joke about this. I'm the ultimate loser! Yeah, it's a joke, me and one of the hosts. Well, it's a joke I said to one of the hosts, and it's just funny. I find it funny, but yeah. That's it for this tournament video. Thanks everyone for watching, and one more thing.